We are here by the name of Kenlo. If y'all don't know who this man is, think of Footwork's biggest fan. This is him, ladies and gentlemen. Also the founder of the website called www.fortuneandbang.com. And he was in an old school group called Total Impact. So what's good and such, man?
All good, man. Just came from this Juke Factory event, you know what I'm saying? Just showing my support, you know what I mean? They had me, you know, I was honored to be one of the judges, you feel me? Which it was only right, you know what I'm saying? Because Dilla was one of the people who put it together, and, you know, Dilla, a.k.a. Eric, is also, you know what I'm saying, one of the founders of Total Impact, which is a group that I was a part of, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. Balling up many of y'all, people who taught y'all, you know what I'm saying, who taught them, you know what I'm saying, I was balling up a lot of them.
So yeah, you was one of the judges, but before I ask you that, I'm gonna ask you this, you know, how long you been doing it and what inspired you to dance?
Okay, well, I started dancing in 1998, I want to say it was 98, you know, and what really inspired me actually, like my first real, I want to say, encounter, like my brother, you know what I'm saying, because I got a brother that's 3 years older than me, and so he was in high school going to Hillcrest at the time, and I think he seen somebody from House Arrest too, if I'm not mistaken, but he seen Footwork and he was excited, you know, he kind of told me about it, and then he found out that he had, you know, guys that actually Footwork, you know what I'm saying, it was pretty good, and so one of his guys, he brought him to the crib, you know what I'm saying, and he like danced for me in the backyard. I was sold, you know what I'm saying, completely. And then I found out his guy was in Total Impact. And so, you know, me and my brother made a agreement that we was both gonna go and try out for Total Impact, you know what I'm saying? And when it came time to go, you know, my mom actually took us up there, whatever. At this time, I think, probably like 13, 14. And so my mother took us up there, you know what I'm saying, and my brother actually didn't want, you know, I think he kind of chickened out. But I'm like, fuck that, I'm finna do this, you know what I'm saying? So I went in there, man, and the first person I seen was Marlon, who's the president of Total Impact. Someone wanted to try out, whatever. He's like, come back next week. So went back next week, and they had me just battle everybody. You know, I had already been practicing at the crib. I didn't really have no teacher like that, you know what I'm saying, when I first seen it, you know, until Marlon started teaching me. But, so I was whack, you know what I'm saying? I was hitting some whack stuff. But he seen that I had a lot of heart, though, you know what I'm saying? And so he let me in. It's funny because the first person I battled, when I was trying out for Total Impact, his name was Poobie. That's what everybody called him then. But now everybody know him as Paris Bueller, who did L.O.T.C for them, had the production.
Wow.
Yeah. He's in Total Impact. He's like one of the shorties back then. So that's the first dude they sent at me to battle. And I think it was on a Sunday, I think, because this nigga had on a suit, like shoes, and he was killing me in the dress shoes. I'm like, oh man, I got to step my game up. So they brought me in the game battling, you know what I'm saying? So it just made me hungry to become better, you know what I'm saying? And later on, you know, without a doubt, you know what I'm saying, I became one of the better footworkers in Total Impact.
Okay, so it seems like Marlon was one of your teachers, but who else was your teacher as you came up in the game?
Some people I like that I can really remember that I learned from. It would have to be Marlon. It would have to be the dude, you know what I'm saying, who first told me about Total Impact. His name was Tony. He was cold. And another person helped me elevate my game when he joined Total Impact was Deontay. Deontay was in the firm. He was a member of the firm. He was cold, man. And niggas know about Deontay. They don't be saying that. They know about Deontay. And another person who showed me a lot of stuff was Butterball. Butterball at that time was the leader of another level. And he was a heavyset dude, but he was cold, man. He was cold. He was real cold. He taught me more so like about combos and, you know what I'm saying, just hitting a lot of moves left to right, stuff like that. But, you know, I got a lot of stuff from a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, just watching, you know what I mean? But I was hungry to be one of the best members, though.
So from you being hungry, so did it elevate you to battle more people? Because I understand 98 was like the year of groups that's almost kind of disintegrated, like groups kind of fell out. So
right.
What was your greatest battle moments at that time as you was coming up in the game, outside of the group you was in, as far as battling?
Well, one person, you know what I'm saying, that was definitely like a kind of an arch nemesis of mine, I guess I could say, was Q from Wolfpack. You know what I'm saying? At that time, people looked at him as one of the best. You know what I'm saying? And whenever I seen him and he seen me, you know what I'm saying, it was on and cracking. And then it was funny because like we used to always battle at Markham. Like that was a spot that you could always catch me at Markham. And so, you know, it was like half of Markham was like, this nigga the coldest, half was like, I'm the coldest, you know what I'm saying? That's what point it kind of got to. And, you know, he had Wolfpack, you know, I battled a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? Mostly Jason, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I battled Pool a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I battled a lot with K.O.T.C, battled a lot with Another Level, Panic at the time, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of groups that was really out here in the south suburbs at that time, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really frequent the city too much, you know what I mean? But when it came to like my area in the south suburbs, though, niggas knew like, you step in the circle with me, like I'm at your head, you know what I'm saying? I battle whole groups, man, all that. Like, you know, I don't really talk too much about, you know what I'm saying, how I was as a dancer, because, you know, the people who know, you know what I'm saying, I let them speak about it, you know what I'm saying?
So then after years went by, when did you kind of stop footworking?
I want to say, because it was before I got out of high school, so it's probably like about 2001, you know, and I just really slowed down, you know what I'm saying, because to this day I can still kick a leg, you know what I mean? That's one thing that just never gonna leave your system once it's in you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when I like slowed down though, it was more so because, you know, I mean, sophomore, you become 16, you know what I'm saying? You're able to work, you know what I'm saying? Then you get your, you know, driver's license, you drive, you know? So it was really just life, you know what I'm saying? And I remember when I was 16, I had started 2 jobs, you know, so I couldn't go to practice and stuff like that as much as I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of stuff like that, man, just becoming more money motivated, I guess you could say, you know what I'm saying? So then it was I am now a very artistic person, you know what I'm saying? I have always been. So I do like fine arts, you know what I'm saying? Paint, draw, all that type of stuff. So I was getting more into that, and I also was getting more into music, because I do music as well. You know, a lot of people know me for that. So, you know, it was just things taking my energy away from footwork, you know what I'm saying? But I still love it. My love for it hasn't changed, you know what I'm saying? Like, to this day. And that's the reason why I created, you know, Fortunate Bang.
So it seems like you was very multi-talented.
Exactly. And then some, you know what I'm saying, when you doing so much, it's like you got to kind of decipher, you know what I'm saying, what's going to be, you know what I mean, like your main priority, you feel me? And so I just decided to switch gears, because my number one priority was footworking for 3 or 4 years straight, you know what I'm saying, just heavy. Like I'm talking about man, if I missed a party, like out 3-4 parties in a day, you know what I'm saying? Like if I miss one, boy, I felt bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but like I said, my love for it hasn't changed none, man. It hasn't changed none.
So, as you start to 2001, let's remind us this is really the second generation of footwork where track was starting to get more fast, and you know, more footwork was booming.
Right.
Within the years that you missed out, was you really still paying attention to it as you was doing other things, or was it's like you was more focused on that, like you kind of pay attention when it just came randomly?
Right. I didn't pay as much attention to it because, like I said, I was working 2 jobs, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, once the internet started kicking in from a video aspect, that's what kind of, you know what I'm saying, relaunched my drive and attention towards it, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, even back then, you could have caught me kicking a leg every now and then at a party, you know what I'm saying? But when I really started tuning back into it was when they had the Chris Brown dance down. What was that?
That was like 06, 07?
06, 07.
You mean the one where T.U.F.F. Battle Creation?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was always pretty in tune with King Charles because I knew him when he was growing up, you know what I'm saying, from rap. That's how we actually met. And then I found out he footwork later on. And so, and then we just had a connection because I found out one of his teachers was BB, which was one of the people that I mentored when I was in Total Impact, you know what I'm saying? So we just had kind of, you know, that connection or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, some recognized game, feel me? And so he just had a level of respect for me just because he's a person that admires legends, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. And so he was like, you know, I really want you to get back into footwork. And like, he was so serious about me coming back to footwork. Like, when he found out that I used to footwork, we battled that day, you know what I'm saying? It was like a battle. It was just me and him in a park by himself. He's like, cause I just have to see you dance, nigga. And so, but anyway, so what happened was, he was like, if there's any time that you should come back to footwork, and it should be now. He like, even if you're not a footworker that's active, I just want you to be around, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be involved some kind of way, you know? So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm like, well, he's like, well, you know, the first thing that I know you could do is we got this big competition coming up, you know what I'm saying? And you should, you know, talk to my manager about, you know, being involved. And I'm like, cool. So I sat down and talked with Lady Soul. That was my first time meeting her, and then she actually made me one of the judges, you know, for like the first portion of it, you know what I'm saying?
And what was the show? What was it called?
The Chris Brown Dance Down.
Okay.
Yeah. So when they had the little auditions or whatever, you know, that was my first time really getting introduced back into the footwork world. Because then I seen like guys like Chemo and, you know, I remember Kerry from Goon Squad. You know, I seen a lot of them cats, you know what I'm saying?
And I know you was one like, man, they still footwork doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I always knew, you know, people still doing it, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know how much it evolved, you know what I'm saying? Because it was very much so performance group driven when I was a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we battled a lot, but it was mostly like 3 or 4 footworkers in a group that was really dope. And you always seen them battling, but a lot of groups was heavy on performances, you know what I'm saying? But when I started paying more attention, it just shocked me that everybody was heavy in battling, not so much performing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. But, you know, I was always the person that was more of a footworker anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I liked it, you know what I'm saying? So
within that, then came the discovery of Ford's biggest fan, and forgive me, I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? No picture, nothing. I looked at all the pictures, like, oh, look at Spear, 2 City. Right. I looked at Panic, Old School, Wolfpack, and I'm like, where you get all these old photos from?
Right.
Like, man, oh man.
Right. Yeah, you know, I did my research, man, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of guys that was doing stuff back then, and I paid a lot of attention. And I was a very big, because it's like, to get very good at anything, first you have to be a very big fan of it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so for me to get to the level, you know what I'm saying, of skill that I had got to as a footworker, it was because I was such a fan of footwork, you know what I'm saying? There were times, dog, and I think I actually gave this folder to J-Ron. I used to collect all the flyers, like never threw them away. You know what I'm saying? From parties, you know what I'm saying? All the tapes.
You took photos of, or it's like
No, the flyers. You know what I'm saying? They used to give us flyers for parties that they all damn near looked alike. Like it was on a little cardboard cutout or whatever, and it was usually like maybe 2 or 3 colors. You know what I'm saying? And they used to have all the names of the groups on there and stuff. You probably see them posted on Facebook sometime. And I used to collect them, man, because that's how much I was a fan of footworking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to keep those things. You know what I'm saying? I used to like go to parties and then like meet a group, and I'm damn near shaking their hand, asking all their names, because I wanted to create a list of each group and who was a member of the group. Just, you know what I'm saying? My awareness for the culture. You know what I'm saying? And I used to feel like, man, it's crazy that nobody has this stuff like cataloged or organized somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And so I used to have all stuff wrote down. I think I actually gave that folder. I either gave it to King Charles or J. Ron, one of them.
Okay. So when did Fortunate Bang get established, the website?
Fortunate Bang, we've been around for about a year. I want to say it was last February or March that I created it. And it was something that I always kind of wanted to do. Because I'm like, like I said, I was such a fan of it, collecting different items from it, and you know what I'm saying, just looking at the culture from a fan aspect. And I'm like, man, I know there's other people that feel like me, you know what I'm saying, because this been around 20-something years, and it wowed me that it's been around that long and there's no website that covers the culture. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple websites for like maybe a group, maybe a DJ, you know what I'm saying, maybe a specific organization. But I'm talking about just all across the board, like everybody, anything that involves footwork, showing love to it, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I try not to be biased like that, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to
learn different perspective, because everyone came from a different way of how they came
from a different thing. My philosophy on that too, talking about that from a footwork aspect, I don't think nobody is the coldest. You know what I'm saying? Because
and why you say that? Let the world understand what you mean, because people gonna get offended. What you mean? There ain't no one the coldest.
Now it's a lot of cold people, but the cold is just like in music. The best really depends on your personal opinion. So who's to say who's the best? You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a lot of great footworkers that we know about. There's a lot of different things you can take to measure what makes a great footworker, which is something else I put on the site one time. But
did you ever put part 2 of it up?
Yeah, I did. Okay. I put part 2 up. And so, it depends on who you was taught by, where you come from, because different styles from different areas, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different reasons that you can say somebody is the best to you, you know what I'm saying? So
hold that thought. You said different styles from different areas, because that's another big issue. Prime example, you go to 71st and Mathill Road, home of Below Zero. Right. That's the style they used to.
I'm a fan of them, bro. I love their style.
And their style comes from, they say it's influenced by gutter thugs, just straight street style.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And I've seen, Nick the Man dance. I'm like, yeah, that boy. But you know what I'm saying, it's like that one area they used to that certain style in that area. Yep. Then you go like maybe Harvey somewhere where it's like they used to that Wolfpack or Taliban style or T.S. style, because in reality T.S. and Taliban, they kind of defer from Wolfpack in a sense.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Or you go to our West, they strictly like 187 Heat Squad and them. And it's a big turmoil, whereas like people don't respect different styles just because it's like this ain't footwork to them.
Right.
You over there, that ain't footwork, that shit weak.
Right.
Woo.
Right.
So give us your insight on that. Well, you already had when you said it's like, it's where you come from.
Yep. And then people talking about who your teacher, and if your teacher this, your teacher that. But at the end of the day, man, it's just, if somebody raw, they raw. It don't matter who they teach or where they come from, nothing. If they cold, they cold. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing, we just said this earlier, the coldest foot could come from who they think is their legends, but they're not. But it's because you think they low key. But you'll be amazed how many footworks came up the coast because from a person that was very, very low profile. Like everybody knew who he was, but it's just like he wasn't on the scene like that.
Yes sir. And one thing I found out through my research, you know what I'm saying, and interviewing different people and sitting down with people, whatever, is that we are all intertwined, you know what I'm saying, like to a degree, you know what I'm saying. It might not be like we all come from the same group, but these niggas, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of people, you looking at this dude like, man, this nigga weak, his style whack. Yeah, this nigga weak, his style whack too. If you go back maybe a generation or two, they both had the same teacher. You know what I'm saying? Just somewhere they decided to, for lack of better words, like mutate the style, you know what I'm saying? Like change it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And now it came out to be this, and yours came out to be this. But if you go back, you know what I'm saying, like you talking family tree, if you go back, like, yeah, y'all got different fathers, you know what I'm saying, but y'all
your grandfathers
is the same nigga. Right. So like, hey, y'all both gotta come from the same place, and why y'all hating on each other though, you know what I'm saying? So, and if you don't believe me, just ask your teacher who's his teacher.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
With animosity, when Ace Boogie did, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like you know, Ace Boogie. You take somebody like Ace Boogie, and then you take somebody like, I don't know,
AG.
AG. You know what I'm saying? Or Lightbulb. Totally different styles. You know what I'm saying? But they both come from the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Because Ace Boogie, one of his main teachers was Mike Hunnits. You know what I'm saying? He was part of the dungeon. So then you go back Lightbulb to Q to Ant dungeon. You feel me? Like, and if you want to go back even farther, you go back to U5U, K59. Like, you know what I'm saying? So niggas say if they want, dog, but that's really how it is. And it's interesting, man. It's very interesting. That's why I said the culture, it just needs to be documented, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so interesting, man.
And you're doing such a great job, man. I applaud you for that, because it's like, we really need this, man.
I appreciate
the world,
it, man.
not only we need it, the world needs it, because everybody's curious.
Yeah.
Like, who are these people? What's their background? How they started? And then, you know, people are kind of too selfish. Like, lack of a better, kind of selfish, because like they keep their stuff dormant. They don't want to give the info out.
Get the information, And you know, man, one thing that I really want to accomplish is just inspire people, you know what I'm saying, to think outside the box with this footwork thing. Because if we just keep it just strictly dance, you know what I'm saying, and we don't have stuff like cameraman, like Crossfire, you know what I'm saying, with his style of videotaping, you know what I'm saying, and then we got people that throw events, you know what I'm saying, and we got businesses that was created like the Footwork Kings. It's a business, you know what I'm saying, and you know, keep expanding, you know what I'm saying, and now we got overseas, we got, you know, like Booty Tune, you know what I'm saying, like it's crazy, you know what I mean, we gotta always think about, you know,
even a Japan Havoc member.
Man, that's heavy, dog. So we gotta think about different aspects and things that we can create. If we want this to become an industry, we have to create the industry, because in the last 20-some years, you know, there was people that were successful, you know what I'm saying, and making money and all that stuff, but it died though a little bit, you know what I mean? So we gotta really be focused on doing that, because if we don't do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? This is ours. This footwork is our baby, you know what I'm saying? It's Chicago's child, you feel what I'm saying? So if you ain't raising your child, anybody else gonna raise it, you know what I'm saying? And if they do, they ain't gonna do as great of a job as you could have done with it, you know?
I wouldn't say they're gonna raise it. It's like someone's gonna adopt it and turn to something else, then they're gonna probably copyright, then it's like we can't really claim it. And then it's gonna hurt us a lot more, because like, god damn, this shit, our stuff was homegrown.
Man, don't think it won't happen, because I tell you one thing, because I do the analytics for my site. I look over the analytics every week, and that's basically what it tells me who's looking at it, how much they looking at it, where they from, all that. And 40% of my viewers are not even from the United States. 40%. That's damn near half. You feel me? So, I'm talking come to the site every single day. So they paying attention, man. They paying a lot of attention.
Thanks to me, though.
Yes, sir.
Promoted.
Definitely. I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of different ways that I promote, you know what I mean? And you got your fan base, you know what I'm saying? You promote my stuff, too. I'm very grateful that we got an opportunity to partnership, you know what I'm saying?
So, with that, I ask you this. With people are having more fun than what's going on here, how do you feel about footwork here? And I ask this question because I want people to have their own perspective of what they think of it today. No disrespect to y'all new generation. I'm not trying to bash y'all and make y'all feel like y'all not doing something right, but it's like it's something wrong that we're not noticing the fix. So that's why I asked.
What's wrong here? What do I think is wrong here?
Yeah, what's wrong here as far as footworking within our today's society?
Well, I think that the first thing is support. I think that's the first thing, you know. Everybody ain't got to be buddy-buddy, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause when I was coming up, we wasn't buddy-buddy with everybody. But we do have to support, you know what I'm saying? If an event happens, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do to get yourself there and try to get somebody else to come with you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if it's even a non-foot worker, because you may excite them so much, you know what I'm saying, they want to become a foot worker, or they want to, you know what I'm saying, tell somebody about it, you know what I'm saying, or they might have a person who can help the culture grow some type of way, you know, they might say, man, I know a dude, I see you throwing an event, man, I know a guy that do flyers, you know what I'm saying, and now he putting out 3,000 flyers to the streets, you know, just because he loves what you're doing, so now to help the culture grow, so you just got to look at it like that, but and support as well, as far as, you know, when you get a chance to work with a DJ, somebody who may got a name like a Spin or a Shot, even somebody's, you know what I'm saying, wait, whose name ain't there, you know what I'm saying, you pay the nigga $50, you know what I'm saying, like, and you told him you was gonna pay him $1.50 or whatever, like, man, don't be shiesty niggas like that, you know what I'm saying, cause this, you know what I'm saying, this is what he do, this is craft, this is what he love, you know what I'm saying, and this is what's helping him, you know, be motivated about doing it. You know what I'm saying? You heard this nigga motivation. You know, man, these niggas ain't old shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like we just went to the T.U.F.F event tonight, and it was, you know, it was decent. I definitely had a good time, but man, I feel like it should have been 100 more people there. You know what I'm saying? Just support, man. Just trying to show
so that, you know, we can make this beneficial.
Yeah, because if we don't support, how the fuck y'all think niggas gonna make careers out of this, and other people gonna support it, or they gonna take it away from us, you know what I'm saying? Which is damn near slowly happening, like, for real. Like, these other coaches, man,
they doing a better job than we are.
Loving our stuff, man.
And then the people outside us loving it more than we loving our own homegrown talent.
Yeah. So, you know, just support, man. Really, we gotta get more serious about that, like, for real. Like, it be sometimes, like, I'll post somebody on the site, and I told you I look at the analytics. So I'll do an interview with somebody, I'll post it on the site, and the interview, like 10 views. Like, that shows me that you're not excited that I did that, you know what I'm saying? You act like niggas knocking on your door to interview you, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to put you in the limelight as though you're a celebrity, because in my eyes and to the forward community, you are somebody that's important, you know what I'm saying? Not you particularly, but, and you too, definitely, but, you know, if I interview a person, I'm interviewing you because you are important to me in this culture, you know what I'm saying? And so, and then you'll take somebody like a King Charles, for instance, or J. Ron even, you know what I'm saying? And these niggas got 2,000 views. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, yeah, they got fan bases too, but these niggas promoting the shit out that shit is because they understand, like, if this is going to be my livelihood and this is what I'm trying to elevate at doing, I got to show people that I'm excited about doing it, you know what I'm saying? And so, that's something, man, you just got to take into consideration, you know what I'm saying? Just support, you know, supporting each other, supporting yourself. You know what I mean?
All right. True story. Your top 10 footworkers of all time.
That's a hell of a question, boy. And I've asked a lot of people that question, dreading that one day that would be asked to me.
and you never thought it was me, did you?
All right. Man. You know what? I couldn't even give you 10, bro. It would have to be like, because I've seen a lot of footwork.
If we had to break it down, G. if you had to?
It would probably be more like 20, but I'm gonna just throw names out there that come to mind though. Between the past and present, right?
Okay. Top 10 past, present, don't matter.
Okay, so if I'm talking from a present aspect, I'm gonna go with J-Ron.
1.
I'm gonna go with King Charles.
2.
And for me, cause see, I witnessed footwork in like 96, 97. So present for me is like in the last 10 years, really, last 5-10 years. So when he was really killing shit, I'm gonna say Steps.
3.
You know what I'm saying? I like Steps. I'm gonna say Kenny
4.
from Creation. Like when he's really killing shit. Paul Zeddy.
5.
Definitely Paul Zeddy. I like Curtis.
6.
He got a unique style. I like him for his unique. You know who else? Reese the Beast from Below Zero.
7.
And I don't know if he would be past or present because he don't really footwork no more. But Top the Block from Below Zero.
8.
I really like Below Zero style. Let's see. For his aggressiveness, I would go with AG.
9.
And he still footworks, so I wouldn't put him in the past. But Kwanzi.
10.
Kwanzi style.
Yeah, them ghost kills, man.
You know, he one of them cats, dog, that he could not have as many moves as you, but his style though tear you up. You know what I mean? But I'll give you some other honorable mentions though that I'll put in there from here. That's what I say there'll be like 20. I like Lil Devin.
11.
You know, the other Devin, I like him too.
12.
Who else, man? I like Dre.
13.
From
T.U.F.F.
Yeah, I like him. He getting it in right now. Basic from Creation.
14.
Some shit.
Three minutes, man. You gotta think.
Let me see. You know, I'm not trying to name all Creation members. I'm a big fan of Creation though.
I
really am, cause I like.
I mean, you like who you like, man.
Yeah,
That's
I like tall boy from Creation, Marcus.
15.
I think he's super underrated, and if he gets more consistent and really starts showing his face more, niggas gonna see. But him, you know, I like Kurt Cobain's.
16.
You know, you gotta give it to Kurt. You know, it's consistency, man. Dude is so consistent. Trying to think. Frost.
17.
See, I'm a fan of Frost, bro. Frost cold. Frost is cold, man. She locked up on Murder Mommy.
18.
She was on my list at one point because she was killing, bro. Like, you can hate, people can say what they want to say. Murder Mommy was killing though, like, you know what I mean?
Free Murder Mommy one time.
And I don't even know how I missed him. Rashad from Tribe.
19.
He's a complete animal. Complete animal. I think a lot of dudes for work right now is not messing with dude. And
last one.
So we talking about the past too. Damn, boy. I probably got like 30, but nah. So
well, you doing present. Well, I had to do past from later time. So
okay, so
you got one more.
I would probably say if I can say present, like last maybe 5 to 6 years, I would have to go with chemo.
Chemo 20.
Keep it real.
Why you
chemo was like killing, like battling niggas every opportunity he get. Chemo, and he got a really different style too. You know what I'm saying? So I like that, but
okay.
Chemo.
I respect your top 20.
Chemo was killing, bro. And I would even throw TJ in there, you know what I'm saying, too, like, when he was killing, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them, they get more into the commercial aspect of things and venturing out, you know what I'm saying, just to do more, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely mad at that.
Okay, well, we got 1 minute left, man. So any last things you need to say, real quick and such?
Just like to say, man, you know, for everybody that's footworking, you know, don't get discouraged. Keep doing it, man. I think one day it's gonna pay off big, real big.
I appreciate your time, Kenlo.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
That's the hook right there. 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 That's the hook right there.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Never mind that girl, never mind that girl, never mind that girl, never mind that, never mind that girl, never mind that girl, never mind that girl, let's make a trip. Never mind that girl, never mind that girl, never mind that girl, let's make a trip. Never mind that girl, let's make